Okay. Oh, I would have come earlier if I didn't know. I didn't know. All right. All right. Welcome everybody. This is opening day for Pioneer Baseball 2023 version. We are looking at the Ann Arbor Pioneers hosting the Big Red from Milan. My name is Jeff Cass. I'm sitting in here for your regularly scheduled broadcaster, Mark, who generally does a great job, and we are here for opening day at Pioneer, live from Pioneer's field. And Mark Weissman is generally your broadcaster, but I'm Jeff Cass, a teacher of Pioneer, filling in for today. Looks like going to be a kind of chilly day, wind blowing pretty hard out toward right field. Pioneer in the field first. You've got Caleb Lorenz, junior, on the mound. Catching him will be Liam Kabaki, the senior, behind home plate. And you got first base, you got Adam Adair, the junior. Second base is Cole Treat, the junior. Your third baseman is Finn Hogue, the senior. And shortstop Avery McEwen. In the outfield, you've got Alex Leoy, the senior, Leighton Lage, the junior, and Tice Verher-Henke out in right field. So that's Leighton in center and Tice in right and Alex Loy in left. So kind of a lot of juniors out here for Pioneer today. Part of that is the senior Julius Cass, one of their top returning hitters, cannot play today due to a suspension last year in the district playoff game. He was suspended after that game. So he cannot play today. He is ineligible, but he'll be back in the starting lineup, I'm sure, tomorrow when Pioneer is on the road against West Bloomfield. You see Kabaki firing the ball down to second base. Nice throw. Liam's arm has really gotten a lot better over the years. And the Pioneer players congregate around the mound. As for it will be the shortstop, Morawski, will lead off for Milan. And we'll see what happens here as we start the Pioneer 2023 season. Pioneer's got a handful of seniors on the team. Like I said, Loy, Hogue, Kabaki, and Cass, and Joey Wisniewski as well, the pitcher. First pitch from Caleb, and we got a strike one, outstanding. Foul tip that fell off of Kubaki's glove there, so 0-1 count from Caleb Lorenz, who's got a good mix. He throws a lot of breaking pitches, good control, pretty good fastball. Second pitch, a breaking pitch down in the dirt, so the count goes to 1-1 here on Morawski. Here in the top of the first at Pioneer Field. Very exciting at the beginning of the 2023 season. Second pitch a little up high and inside, 2-1. Two and one on the shortstop, Morawski. Now you've got Caleb Lorenz peering in. Throws a little bit low, and 3-1 now. See if Morawski will be sitting on a fastball here. See if he turns on something or if he'll look for the walk. Here we go with Lorenz peering in, getting the sign. Shakes it off, looking for something different. Now Kubaki stands up, looks into the dugout for another sign. And Lorenz peers in. No pitch clock here for the high school at this point in time, so no 15 seconds limit. There's a pitch hit well to left center, but the wind will knock it down, and it will be handled easily by Leighton Lage out there. So good work. You got one dead. Good job coming back in that 3-1 count for Lorenz. One up, one down. And here is number 4, the center fielder, Gavin Cruz, for the Big Red. Lorenz throwing all fastballs so far, maybe one breaking ball in the dirt. See if he comes up with something different to start this batter. And the pitch, and it's hit up the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. So base hit for Cruz. One on, one gone. Let's see how aggressive they will be on the bases. You see Cruz looking for that fastball right away and stroked it right up the middle. Lorenz probably throwing in the mid to upper 70s. Not overpowering speed, but he's not exactly lobbing it in there. Now he goes from the stretch. No limit to the number of throws to first base from the pitcher here. Again, the rules in the professional baseball do not yet apply at the high school level. Lorenz takes a throw over to first, very close, but but Cruz dives in safely. The batter now, Gaskell, the left fielder. So it's And here comes Lorenz to the plate, and he goes again to first base. The ball in the dirt, knocked down by Adair over there. Nice job. Big guy here, number 12, Gaskell, the number 3 hitter for Milan. There's the curveball. I don't know. That was right across the letters, but did not get the call from the blue there. So, ball 1. Now Lorenz peers in again for the sign. Big lead over there at first base by Cruz. Lorenz goes to the plate. Foul ball. That was a fastball, a little late on it. Get the 1-1 count here. Might have been looking for that curve that time. He was a little late on the fastball. Lorenz looking over to first base, takes a look at the runner. Lorenz wearing dark glasses. They are prescription lenses here. Goes to the plate again, and it's grounded toward third. Picked up nicely by Finn Hogue. Over to first, out there. Base runner gets to second. So 2 outs, runner on second. Nicely handled by Finn Hogue over at third base, and a strong, accurate throw to Adam Adair at first. Hello, Yves Claire, the athletic director here at Pioneer. Caleb Lorenz, by the way, is the son of Pioneer vaunted choir teacher Steve Lorenz, who's about, I think, 6'5", 6'6", something like that. So Caleb, who looks like he's about 6 feet, may even have a couple more inches here that he'll grow before he's a senior. Caleb looking in for the sign here. Pitch up high, but right around the letters, and he gets the call that time. I like when the umpires call that strike. Too many of them don't. You know, a lot of them only call from like the waist down, and I like that letter high strike because it's hittable, and I like when players are up there ready to swing. So 0-1. Lorenz looks at the runner at second, gives him another glance, back to the plate. That one too high. And we got 1-1 here on number 24, the cleanup hitter, Mr. Bowman, who plays first base for Milan. So they're getting the bat on the ball here, no question, first inning, but Lorenz doing okay so far. There's a nice breaking ball, and Bowman way out in front, fooled on that one. That's what I think Lorenz needs to do. His fastball is good, consistent over the plate, but he wants to cross up the timing of these guys. So throw more of those breaking pitches. That was a good one. Let's see if he comes back with it 1-2. All right, takes a look at that runner at second. Another breaking ball, this one high. Tried to duck out of it. It was a little bit inside, but again, you hate to see that batter kind of duck away from it to try to get that strike call, to get that ball call. But that was probably a little inside. I think the blue made the right call. And here it's 2-2 now. Let's see if it goes back to the breaking ball again or come with the fastball. Takes a look at the runner at second. Probably not going anywhere with 2 strikes. There's a high fastball. Just a little bit up. I don't know. I was close to the letters, but probably a little bit up. Another good call by the blue, I think. Count runs full here. Not the worst thing if Caleb walks this guy and you get the first and second 2 outs. I wouldn't necessarily give in and give him a fastball right down the middle here. Let's see what Lorenz does. Breaking ball might really screw him up if he throws that at full count here. And there it is, and a strike 3. In the dirt, nicely blocked by Kubaki. Over to first, handled well by Adair. Nice pitch right there. Get that breaking ball in the dirt. Again, the congratulations there from Coach Sullivan, from Cass, who's in the sweats today, again, because he can't be playing. Outstanding effort there by Caleb Lorenz, who gets the strikeout to open it up there. So at the end of 1/2, the score is 0-0 with Pioneer coming to bat. Very exciting. Great job by Lorenz. Got in a little bit of trouble with that base hit up the middle, but stayed in there, hung tough, and threw a nice curveball to get that cleanup hitter on the full count. All right, so on the mound here for Milan, it is number 17, Mr. Gates, I think. Oh, no, maybe that's Mr. Beck. That does not look like number 17. It looks like number 30-something. I don't know. Tall pitcher, 36. I'm not really sure. Wait, no, that's the DH is for 9. Who is pitching here? Oh, this is DeCellier, number 16. DeCellier, big guy. He looks like he's about 6'2" and over 200 pounds. We'll see how hard he throws. There's the breaking pitch. Good rotation on it. Here's Coach John Knorr heading out to third base for Pioneer. Coach Knorr, the head coach this year in the program, flipping roles with Coach Robert Sullivan, who's been head coach the past few years, and Knorr was sort of the associate head coach, but Sullivan is going to concentrate on pitching this year as the pitching coach, and now Knorr is the full-time, well, not a full-time, that's not his full-time job, but he's the head coach officially. The senior Alex Loy heading to the plate. Alex is a pretty strong hitter. He didn't really get a ton of at-bats last year as a junior, but worked his way into the starting lineup from what I heard from the players who's been swinging the bat really well all throughout the winter. So we'll see what he gets done here. He's a hard guy to pitch to because he's probably, not the tallest player. Strike zone kind of small. We'll see. Good hitter, good eye on the ball, and good contact hitter. Let's see what number 27, Alex Loy, can do here. He will be followed by Avery McEwen. Leighton Lage will be batting third. Then Finn Hogue, Adam Adair, Cole Treat, Tice Verhey-Henke, Liam Kabacki, and Caleb Lorenz will bat ninth. So no DH today for Pioneer. So that pitch is a little bit up and in. Ball one looked like a pretty good fastball there. If I had to guess, I'd say that was probably around 80 miles an hour, something like that. Of course, I'm not a human radar gun, but I'm just guessing from the eye. That's high, too. So 2-0 here to Loy. Being the leadoff batter, I would imagine that Loy is going to be a little cautious on this pitch, not necessarily swing at it unless it's absolutely the pitch he's looking for. See if he can get himself on base and create some havoc. Oh, he did swing. That was a fastball, kind of skittered down the first base line right to the first baseman. A little late on it, got a little spin, so easily handled by the first baseman there. I want a 2-0 count, and now here is number 6, Avery McEwen. Avery, also a junior, outstanding all-around player. Got a lot of playing time last year, not only at shortstop, but is one of the top pitchers on the team. Also can catch if they absolutely need him, but he's their shortstop, so they probably won't use him too much behind the plate this year, and a good hitter. Here comes McEwen. First pitch is up at the letters for a strike. Nice call there by the Blue. Again, I like that strike. I like when they don't only call the one from the waist and below. Good hard fastball right there from Decellier. Next one, that one was a little bit high, maybe another 6 inches higher than the one before. So we go to 1-1 now for Avery McEwen. Decellier looks in. I like these pitchers are moving. Both of them are, even without a pitch clock, they're not spending a whole lot of time on the mound. That was a little bit of a changeup down in the dirt. Not really a pitch that was going to be too tempting. So McEwen now up 2-1 on the count, looking for something good to hit here. Decellier looks in for the sign. I expect he'll come back with the fastball here. And he does, and that one is again at the letters. He gets the call. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. I like this umpire. He's dressed in this, the old school fashion, wearing the blazer here to stay warm with the chest protector underneath it. 2-2 to McEwen. Decellier looks in, and the pitch, and it's a breaking ball down and inside and low, so the count runs to full. Good job there, having some patience from McEwen. A lot of players might have swung at that, been out ahead of it, but he saw it wasn't a strike, laid off it, and I'm guessing he'll come back with that high fastball again here at 3-2. So McEwen ready, and Decellier looking for the sign. Now comes the wind. The pitch is up high and turned on pretty hard by McEwen, but ground ball, 2-hopper to third base, handled easily over there by Luenzel, I guess. And so 2 dead. Well hit ball, but just 2-hopper right at the third baseman. You could see McEwen was not behind on that fastball. He was right there. He timed it up, but he just kind of rolled it over a little bit right to third base. And now you have Leighton Lage, another junior. Leighton spent some time on varsity last year and hit pretty well. He's got big shoes to fill. There's a ball, breaking ball down low. Good-looking pitch and good layoff. Lage has to step into center field for Cole Allen, who was the team's MVP last year, all-conference, all-district. Hit about 380 and did a great job in the field. There's a fastball high for a strike again at the letter. So now we're at 1-1 for Lage. Lage can do it, though. He's a really terrific athlete, great instincts through the game, good hitter. Late on that fastball. That one was right down the middle, though. Late on it. Not his strongest swing. Lage did hit a home run down in Florida. I wasn't there to see it, but apparently it was like a 400-foot blast. So he's got a lot of power. You might not expect it. He's not that tall, but he got a lot of power, very athletic. That ball's high. 2-2 to Lage now. And here we go. Decellier looks in for the sign. Messing around with the ball in his glove. Comes to the wind. Drives toward the plate. Fastball fouled off by Lage. That was a better swing there by Leighton. Good job not letting that fastball get by him. Lage wearing number 17 this year for the Pioneers. Decellier looking in. Count 2-2. Comes to the plate. Curveball, and Lage way ahead of that one. Not fooled. Smacked it hard foul, into the fence over here on the left field side. Just past the dugout. So not fooled. Definitely on that one. Now we go 2-2. I would expect he's going to see that fastball again now after that. Maybe the changeup, but I would suspect he'll see that high fastball. Lage calls time, backs out of the box. Again, there's no rules for that they only have a certain number of timeouts they can call, like in the major league, so Lage can do that again if he needs to. And there's a breaking pitch, another good one, but that was low. Good layoff by Lage on that one. That definitely could have fooled a lot of people. So another full count. These Pioneer hitters are showing a good eye for the strike zone here. Fastball, Lage looked at that one. I don't know where it was, but they gave him ball 4. So maybe it was a little bit inside, wasn't low. So he's down to first. And Lage is definitely fast. I suspect we'll see him run on the first or second pitch. As the cleanup hitter, the senior Finn Hogue comes to the plate. I don't want to say this with too much confidence, but I think Finn hit about 270, something like that last year. Had a lot of big hits for the Pioneer. Good hitter and excellent fielder at third base. Good all-around athlete. There's a throw over to first, not the pitcher's best move, and Lage gets back easily. Now DeCellier looks in from the stretch. Comes to the plate. That ball is high. Well over the head of Finn Hogue. Number 2. Again, the senior. His mother also is a teacher at Pioneer, Amy Frontier, outstanding teacher in the English department. DeCellier from the stretch. Fakes a nod now over to first base, and Lage is back. Not close, really. Here we go. Coach Johnson over there at first base talking to Lage, giving him some tips about the pitcher's move. Now he comes to the plate. That was a little bit of a quick pitch, trying to mess up the timing of Lage over there at first base, but 2-0. Pitch high again, so 2 balls, no strikes to Hogue. Let's see if Layton will take off on this pitch. DeCellier looking at the plate from the stretch. Now coming to the plate. That one's called a strike right at the letters. Hogue laid off it. 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm surprised Lage hasn't made an attempt to go to second yet, but we'll see. Now Finn Hogue calls time. Try to recalibrate here, set his sights on the next fastball. Let's get Lage down to second base here. He can score in a hit. Comes to the plate. That ball's high. And Lage steals second. There he goes. Finn Hogue swung through that one, so we got 2 balls, 2 strikes on the high fastball. And Lage took off, got to second base. So now there's a little conference on the mound here. The catcher maybe talking to the pitcher about maybe coming to the plate a little quicker. I don't know what he's talking to him about. Maybe saying don't worry about him on second base with 2 outs. But let's see if Hogue can poke something in the outfield here. With 2 outs, I'm sure Lage will score. Right? So let's see if Pioneer can get on the board, do something here. Throwing a lot of pitches to Cellier. I think he threw 2 to 3 to Loy, and then he went to a full count with McEwen. Then walked Lage on a full count, and now 2-2 to Hogue. So he's probably approaching close to 20 pitches here. That one down the middle of the plate, and Hogue swings and fouls it back. He was on it. So let's see. That's 5 pitches to Hogue, 3 to Loy. It was 6 to McEwen, so that's 15, and then 6 also to Lage, so 21. This will be his 22nd pitch of the inning. There's a curve, and he froze him. Nice looking breaking ball right there. Went to the breaking ball 3-2, floated over the plate, and Hogue was obviously looking for the fastball, took it down the middle, and that is strike 3 batter out. Nice job there by DeCellier to get out of the inning. And so at the end of 1, we have Pioneer nothing and Milan nothing. Live here from Pioneer's baseball field. You are listening to ArborBroadcasting.com. My name is Jeff Cass, and I'm here sitting in for Mark Wiseman, as he calls the lacrosse game, also on Arbor Broadcasting. So, you got two setups here. We got Mark's father up here in on the ladder, pointing the camera at the game. So the video you're watching is courtesy of Mark's father. The Wiseman family does an outstanding job, just all on their own dime to broadcast these Pioneer games and bring Pioneer athletics to the wider public. So a really great, endeavor of love from the Wiseman family here. Lorenz out for his second inning. He will be facing batters 5, 6, and 7. Luenzel, Wickeris, and Gates if all goes well. Lorenz pretty unflappable up here with those dark glasses. You never really can see what he's thinking. But, he's a kid who throws he plays pitches with his heart. He doesn't necessarily throw the hardest fastball, but he's got good movement. He's got good breaking pitches, and he's a great competitor. Kabaki fires a one-hopper in there in the second for the practice throw, and the Pioneer players come out to the mound to get the ball into Lorenz. And number 5, Loenzel, the third baseman, who made a nice play on McEwen's ground ball earlier in the inning, in the first inning. He will step to the plate here. He's got the sliding glove in his pocket. Perhaps that signals he's the guy who's going to steal base if he gets on base. Lorenz comes in with the fastball. He's late. It's a fly ball. It's fouled to the right side, and nobody's going to be able to get there. I don't think that Adair had much of a chance from that, or right fielder Tice Verheenke, or the second baseman Cole Street. That was a little bit, just one of those no man's land foul balls that landed about, 150 feet from the plate right by the fence over there by the batting cage. 0-1 count here. Good job by Lorenz to get ahead with that first strike. Knowing that he's late on the fastball, maybe you throw him another fastball, see if he can try to catch up, and then mess around with a breaking pitch. And there's a breaking pitch, and he was twisting around like a pretzel on that one. So 0-2. Nice start here for Lorenz, way ahead of the batter. Got to make sure he hits his pitch now, not hits the batter's pitch. We got 0-2. There's another breaking pitch. That one a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Both these pitchers working quickly. I like that. We keep this game moving on a cold day. I like that the ump's calling that high strike too. There's another breaking pitch and a swing and a miss, strike 3. So that was another one right up around the letters. And again, kind of twisted up that batter. I'll definitely, next time he comes up, try to remember that. Doesn't look like he's going to have a real handle on that breaking pitch, but we'll see as the game goes on. Now we have number 13, Wickeris. I think that's how you say it. Wickeris, not really sure. The catcher. And there's a strike right down the middle, a fastball right a little bit above waist high, number 13 there. Good job by Lorenz. I think he's thrown 1 ball so far this inning and like 4 or 5 strikes, so that's how you do it. Next pitch, a little low. That one was maybe a changeup in the dirt. Nice block there by Kubaki, though. You'd like to see him just take it right off the chest protector like that. Exactly how you're supposed to do it. Keep that ball right in front of you. All right, 1-1. Lorenz looking in for the sign. Comes to the plate. Fastball, and it's fouled off. The batter late. Nice job. This is where we talk about once he gets that breaking ball moving, and he can throw it for strikes, then you start getting these hitters off balance. That fastball is not overpowering, but when these guys are looking for the breaking ball, they can be late on it. So 1-2. Let's see what Lorenz does now. If he comes back with a fastball or throw that breaking ball in there. He's looking in for the sign, and now to the plate, and it's a high fastball, up and in. Maybe that's just to get the hitter's attention. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looking in again, Lorenz looks in for the sign, peering in behind those dark glasses, comes to the plate. It's a breaking ball, fouled off again, and that one's going to be out of play up on the batting cage net off the right field side. Not a really great swing there, but he fouled it off, did what he had to do to ruin that pitch. So good job by the batter, 2-2. He's got a little beard going here, this catcher. He's got a great arm when he throws down to second base. Yeah, I wish I knew how to pronounce his name properly, but nice beard going, There's a fastball, maybe a little bit inside. I don't know about that one, but okay. We got a full count here. Full count, 1 out. And Lorenz to the plate, and it's down low, so that'll be ball 4. All right, now the designated hitter, Holden Gates, number 17, will come to the plate. Looks like there'll be a pinch runner for the catcher. So number 7 for Milan will come in to pinch run for, the courtesy runner for Wickeris. I hope I'm saying that the right way. I don't know. Take a little break in the action as the courtesy runner gets set at first base. Lorenz walking around the mound a little bit, taking a breath. And here we go. 1 on, 1 gone. Top of the second, we have no score here at Pioneers Field. Lorenz looks in for the sign, going from the stretch, goes to the plate, and it's a wild pitch. Pass it inside, and the runner will easily get to second. So that pitch was inside behind the hitter's back and went back to the screen. So now you've got a runner on second here with 1 out. That takes away the double play, of course. We want Lorenz to just settle down here. Again, he's pretty much around the plate all the time. And there's a pitch over the plate, the fastball, and it's fouled off for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got a runner on second with 1 out here, top of the second. Lorenz looks at the runner at second, now back to the plate, now again to the second, and then throws over the plate, and it's that high strike again. Love it. Love that this umpire is calling that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right around the letters. Great pitch there by Lorenz. Keep hitting that spot if you know he's going to call it. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Treat kind of gets back in the hole, and there's strike 3, another high fastball way behind it. Nice work by Lorenz there. Come back with that fastball. Maybe he was looking for the curve. Another high strike. And here's Decellier. Decellier is a tall drink of water, as they would say. He looks like he's about 6'3", maybe 6'4". Bats lefty. I think he throws righty, right? He throws righty, yeah. Left, which is interesting for a pitcher. Bats lefty, throws righty. Lorenz to the plate. That one's down and in. Ball 1. Runner on second, 2 outs. You are listening to ArborBroadcasting.com. Again, the labor of love of the Weissman family bringing you this game, and I'm Jeff Cass standing in for Mark Weissman today. Lorenz looking back at second. Now to throw to second. They've got him, and he's out. Oh, yes, sirree. Good move there by Caleb Lorenz. Fires it to the shortstop, Avery McEwen, who puts the tag on the runner, which is kind of odd. You know, you don't really expect that runner to be taking too much of a chance with 2 outs from there. You wait till the ball's hit and then you take off. You're probably not stealing third, especially with a left-handed batter up in 2 outs. But he was caught a little bit too far off. Nice move by Lorenz, a perfect throw. Tag by McEwen, and that was the story as we move to the bottom of the second. No score. Pioneer coming to bat. So it's Decellier back on the mound. He just had to move from the batter's box directly to the pitcher's mound. I think they brought his stuff out for him. You know, he didn't have to go back to the bench. You know how baseball teams are. They try to help each other out like that. So Decellier will be facing this inning. It will be Adam Adair, who's a pretty good hitter, batting 5th. Cole Treat, the second baseman, and then Tice Verhaenke, the right fielder out there. All juniors. We'll see what they do, and then it'll be followed by Kabacki and Lorenz, see if he can help himself. So Adam Adair, like I said, I think he came up to varsity last year about 2/3 of the way through the season and hit the ball pretty well. You know, good contact hitter, got a little bit of power. You know, I remember when he was a freshman, he probably was a small kid, maybe came in about 5'5", 5'6", and about 110 or 15 pounds maybe. But he's quite a bit bigger than that now. I would say closer to 5'10", 5'11" maybe, and, you know, definitely has put some muscle on, and a guy who can be a real force at the plate here. I was lucky enough to have Adam as a student in creative writing last year. He did a good job. Nice kid and good work as a writer, and got some real potential in that area if that's something he wants to pursue. All right, we got Decellier looking in, the tall right-hander. Goes to the plate, and it's right down the middle. Fastball, and swung on and fouled off by Adair. Little bit late on it, maybe a hair late, but, you know, fouled it right back toward the lake here. So count is 0-1. Decellier looks in. Decellier works quickly like that. Now he goes into the wind and the plate to the plate, and it's a pitch to the plate. There's a breaking ball. Again, fouled off. So he didn't necessarily fool him, but, you know, he didn't get a really great piece of that one. That was just kind of fouled off right around the plate. Little grounder, dribbler. So no balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if he'll come back to the fastball or if he'll try to fool him with a breaking ball. Decellier comes into the wind. The fastball is up. Oh, little high possibly, but that is the one that the blue has been calling. Maybe that was just a little bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good pitch there, though. Really good pitch by Decellier. Another fastball and a swing and miss by Adair. So he goes down. 1 out here. Nice sequence there by Decellier. And now the batter is number 11, Cole Treat. Cole Treat, also a junior, plays basketball for Pioneer as well. He did have an injury this year in basketball. He hurt his knee, so he's just getting back to all his, playing the field now. There's a strike right down the middle and fastball to start him off. Both these pitchers throwing a lot of strikes. Real good job. Treat was a student of mine in 10th grade English, and he also did an outstanding job. Excellent student. And that's strike 2, a little late on the fastball. All right, so if I'm DeCellier, I'm throwing him another fastball, make him prove he can hit that. But I don't know, maybe he's going to throw a breaking ball, try to freeze him. No balls, 2 strikes. DeCellier working quickly, goes to the plate, up high fastball, and Treat swings right through it. So that is 2 outs. DeCellier looking really good here. Both pitchers looking really strong. And now batting number 10, Tice Verhanke. Tice primarily a pitcher, but playing some right field as well. Again, another kid who's kind of really put on some muscle and some size. He's probably looking around 6'2". And there's the curveball over the plate. Just when he throws 3 fastballs in a row, then DeCellier mixes it up with a curveball that Verhanke lays off. Fastball high. Good eye by Verhanke. 1-1 count. DeCellier works quick. Love it. I think these guys are learning from the major leaguers, maybe even without the pitch clock. Get the ball and start pitching again. That one's a little bit low, maybe possibly outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, another fastball. I'm sorry, that was 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, another fastball there. And DeCellier looks in for the sign, goes to the wind. And the pitch down the middle. Nice swing by Verhanke, fouls it off back. Good slashing swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reset here. And DeCellier looks in, gets the sign right to the wind, and the pitch is hit well by Tice. Lines it out to center field, but that's caught by the center fielder. Good piece of hitting there by Tice Verhanke, though. Got a good solid barrel on that one. Hit a pretty good line drive to center field, just right at the center fielder. So at the end of 2, we are no score here at Pioneer High School, live from the Pioneer baseball field. I'm sorry? Oh, I've just been informed that DeCellier, I've been calling him 6'3" or 6'4", is in fact 6'6", 225. And is he, what is he, a junior, a senior, or what? Junior? Senior. Is he committed anywhere? Not yet. Is he looking to play baseball in college? Yeah, he looks good. Looks good. 4.0 student as well is what I'm hearing. So he'll come to the plate here as, again, a left-handed batter. It's a little odd for a guy who throws right-handed from the hill. But, you see why he throws. He's really good control, throws the ball hard, got a breaking pitch. So, he's got 2 pitches that can get you out. Let's see what he does with the bat here if he can help himself try to get something going for the Big Red. As Lorenz comes in for his 3rd inning. Be interesting to see how long the coaches let the pitchers go today. It is a, gray, kind of coldish day. And early in the season, you don't want these guys throwing 80, 90, 100 pitches. On a day like this, especially early in the season when they're probably not, built up to that kind of level. Kubaki fires a 1-hopper down to second base. Throw taken by Treat.
Leading off for the Big Red, Connor DeCellier.
All right, and here he is, Connor DeCellier. DeCellier, like I said, 6'6", 225. Good size and throws that ball hard. All right, here we go with Caleb Lorenz looking in for the sign. Lorenz goes to the wind and the pitch. Down low, in the dirt. So ball 1 to DeCellers. Again, DeCellers would like nothing better than to get himself on base here and try to help his cause. They will come bring that courtesy runner in and see if somebody can steal. Another ball down in the dirt. So 2-0. See if Lorenz can battle back here and get into this count. Lorenz looking in for the sign. Now comes to the wind. And the pitch is grounded up the middle. Taken there by McEwen. McEwen makes the play. Nice throw to first. 1 dead. That ball had a chance of getting through, but McEwen was playing him up toward the middle. Got there, made a nice clean play, and a perfect throw over to first base.
Sorry, Gunnar Cruz.
All right, so this is Gunnar Cruz, who is obviously the brother of Gavin Cruz. He is number 2 in the right fielder. Batting 9th today for the Big Red. Lorenz to the wind and throws a high pitch, a little dribbler down third. Going to be a tough play. And Hogue, what a play by Finn Hogue. Came in charging. I think Hogue thought there was 3 outs, but there were only 2. But he made a heck of a play. Came in at full speed, picked it up, threw off balance, and just chucked a bullet to first base. That's the thing about Hogue. He's just an outstanding athlete over there. Really, really great play. That is a tough play on kind of soft ground like this, little dribbler. Great job by Finn Hogue. And there's the curveball from Lorenz, which crosses up the leadoff hitter Morawski. His second time to see him, so strike one. Froze him right there. Lorenz back with the curveball, and that's hit well to right center. Looks like that's going to drop in for a base hit. So with 2 outs, a base runner, a little kind of, humpback line drive out to right center field. No way that Lage could get to that one.
Gavin Cruz.
And now Gavin Cruz is back up here with 2 outs. Runner on first. We are in the top of the third. No score so far. Lorenz looks in for the sign, going from the stretch. There's that high fastball. Another grounder toward Hogue. Hogue picks it up, fires toward first. No problem. And that's 3 scoreless innings for Caleb Lorenz to start the Pioneer season. Outstanding work. And again, Finn Hogue just so steady, so solid over there at third base. Picks up the ground ball easily and just fires it over to Adam Adair at first. So at the end of 2.5, we will go into the bottom of the third with no score. Pioneer will have number 8 batter Liam Kabaki, followed by Caleb Lorenz, and then the top of the order with Alex Loy. So we will see what they can do with the Seller, who of course is, mowed him down last inning with a couple of strikeouts. And then Verhanke had a pretty good, rope out to center field. Verhanke. We're coming to you live from Pioneers baseball field. There's Coach Bob Treat in the stands. Out there watching his son Cole play second base at the varsity level. Kind of gray, cloudy, windy day here at Pioneer, but it was raining this morning, so I'm sure both these teams are happy to actually get any game in at all on opening day here from Pioneer. The senior, Liam Kubaki, at the plate. I happened to just see an email the other day, I think yesterday actually, that Liam won a big major statewide award as an oboist over the last week in his performance. So he's an outstanding musician. You have a few of them here on Pioneer. Nate Zumbrin also a musician, and Griffin Searsma. So, these Pioneer players are Renaissance men, some of that. Here we go with first pitch from DeSellers, and that's high. Kubaki lays off. Kubaki, a very patient hitter. That ball's high. Great to see Kubaki out here. He had a number of injuries last year, a concussion that kept him out for a while, and really great to see him out here on the field, looking healthy, ready to play his game. All right, that was a strike fastball down the middle. We got 1-1 here on Kubaki. DeSellers again working quickly, goes to the wind. There's a curveball over the plate. Froze Kubaki, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Doing a really good job, DeSellers here, of missing up his pitches, as is Caleb Lorenz. Kubaki going to have to battle here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'll be looking for that fastball up. See what happens. There it is, with a little high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kubaki. Now we'll see if he comes back with that curveball, tries to freeze him after he threw the high fastball. May throw another fastball. Well, probably one of those 2 pitches, obviously. And the delivery, and there's the curve, and fouled off by Kubaki. Not fooled. Good swing. He waited on that well. Just got it on the bottom of the bat and kind of, knocked it straight down into the dirt. But he actually waited on that well. It was good timing there by Kubaki. I wouldn't be surprised to see DeSellers try to come back with the high fastball and blow it by him at this point. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the senior Liam Kubaki, the catcher. Caleb Lorenz on deck. DeSellers taking a little more time to look in this time. Now to the wind. Another curveball, and that's going to be strike 3. Really nice curveball that time. That one had a lot more bite to it than the one just before. Kind of right in around the thighs on the inside corner. Nice looking pitch right there. Might even be more of a slider. So 2 outs. And here comes, that's the first out. I'm sorry, that was Kubaki, the first out with Loy on deck. Lorenz swings at the first pitch and fouls it off for strike 1. Bottom of third, no score. Pioneer and Big Red from Milan. Caleb Lorenz would like to help himself here, get himself on base. High fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. DeSellers again working quickly. Doesn't like to waste a lot of time on the mound there. The big 6'6" moundsman. There's a curveball. Froze him there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Get beautiful curve right there. He's got he seems like he has 2 curves. One that has a little more loop in it and one that just is a sharp breaker. Now is the sharp one. There's another curveball, and there goes Lorenz down swinging.
Next for the Pioneers, number 27, Alex Loy.
Looking good out here at the Sellers. 2 strikeouts this inning. And here comes Alex Loy for his second at-bat of the game. Loy hit a ground ball to third, I believe, his first time up. Let's see what he does now. Oh, to first base. That's right. He's kind of squirted that little ground ball to first on 2-0 pitch. So that was 1-0, ball high. Again, not a big strike zone here for Loy. There's a nice pitch. Right at the letters, kind of check swing there from Loy. 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's see if he comes back with that nasty breaking pitch here. Fastball right down the middle, and Loy swings through it. Now he's got himself in a hole. He's going to have to battle here because that breaking pitch could come at any time. But you got to look for that fastball and kind of adjust that curve. Let's see what Alex Loy can do. That ball's up high. That was the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Alex Loy battling the senior. See if he can get something going, get on base here for McEwen up next. And the pitch, there's the breaking pitch. Swing and a miss. So a really beautiful inning. 3 strikeouts there for the Sellers. I think he struck out 6 or 7 guys at this point after 3 innings. And we'll go to the top of the 4th, still scoreless. Both teams have had a little bit of a threat, maybe minor threat, but nothing too stressful for either pitcher so far. Both the Wrens and the Sellers doing really nice jobs on the hill. 6'6", 225 is a big kid to Sellers, and a senior not committed yet anywhere, so maybe perhaps he will find something if he continues to pitch like this season. An opportunity to play beyond the high school level. It certainly looks like he's got the ability. I'll tell you what, though, this is my editorial opinion here. The fact that that umpire in the first inning was calling that pitch above the waist, above the belt, that's the reason this is a sharp, well-played game right now. Because he has batters going up there looking to hit as opposed to looking for walks. The pitchers are feeling confident. They're not, sort of worried about if I throw a strike, is he not going to call it? So I love the fact that this umpire has that strike zone, calling that high strike, and now we got some good, crisp baseball here. Really good high school baseball is what we're looking at right now. All right, we've got number 12, the number 3 hitter, Gaskell, the left fielder, in for Milan. And Lorenz starts off the high fastball, and it's popped up. Infield, looks like Cole Treat is going to take charge, and he's got it. Jammed him on the hands with the fastball. Nice job. 1 pitch, 1 out right there for Lorenz. Again, when the umpire calls that high strike, that makes the game move because that guy, he swung at that pitch, knew it might be called a strike instead of taking it, looking for the walk. And we got a pop-up there to Cole Treat. So here we go. Lorenz now into the cleanup hitter, 24, Bowman. There's a breaking pitch, and that's a kind of one-hopper to McEwen, who handles it well. Pit throws in the dirt, scooped up by Adair. Nice job by Adam Adair on the one-hopper there. That was a pitch that was in the dirt, but you got 2 pitches, 2 outs. This is what you love to see as a pitcher, right? Maybe a 3 or 4 or a 5-pitch inning, something like that. Lorenz can't be happier than that with the 2 pitches, 2 out. Great scoop there by Adam Adair over there, first base, who does not necessarily have a ton of experience over there. But he's in there right now with Cass out and with Zumbrinen was in Germany for the whole spring trip. So I don't know if he's really ready to go. But there's a strike from Lorenz to number 5, Wenzel. Fastball, again, right above the belt. Good pitch, good start. Lower pitch, that was a changeup down low. So ball 1. We got a 1-1 count here on Lorenzo. 2 out, nobody on base. It is the top of the 4th, no score here from Pioneer Field. You get the sense that this is going to be a game where, 1 or 2 runs could decide. I guess we'll see. Lorenz inside. Ball goes off the glove of Kubaki back to the backstop. Fastball a little in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the count in the favor of Wenzel. Lorenz looks in for the sign, resets, goes to the wind. The pitch, oh, that was close. The fastball maybe a little bit low. He's pretty tall, Lorenzo, so maybe that was just a shade below the knees. 3 balls, 1 strikes to Lorenzo. See if Lorenz can battle back in here. There's the fastball. I guess it was a changeup, kind of right over the middle of the plate, and a big swing by Lorenzo, but a swing and a miss. So full count. Let's see what Lorenz pulls out of his bag of trips here. Is he going to go with the fastball, the breaking pitch? I think he had him with the breaking pitch last time, if I remember correctly. He goes to the wind, fastball right down the middle. See ya later. Yep, Lorenzo is looking for the walk, but that ball is right down the middle. I love it. The ump's got a big strike zone. You got to hit your way on base. None of this like, looking for a walk thing. Love that. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binaries. Here we go. Live from the Pioneer Field. We got a scoreless matchup. Good, crisp baseball here. The Seller's still in for the Big Red. And this inning we'll have the heart of Pioneer's order. Avery McEwen, Leighton Lage, and Finn Hogue, followed by Adam Adair. See if Pioneer can get something going here. Very few base runners these games. Both pitchers sharp. Good defense so far. We have not seen an error. And like I said, the umpire's doing a great job calling those balls and strikes. Love to see it. Make these hitters hit. 100%. Pioneer Field looking pretty good. I think they must have done a lot of work on it to get it ready for the game today. If I look over at the JV field, I see a number of puddles. So clearly that somebody put a lot of beautiful throw by that catcher down there in between innings. Somebody must have done a lot of work to get this field ready. So props to the maintenance department here at Pioneer, or parents, whoever helped out. Scott Toby, middle school teacher, now showing up at the field, former Pioneer baseball coach.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Leading off for your Pioneers, Avery McEwen.
All right, we got Avery McEwen, like I said, the junior, really good hitter. Hit really well for the summer team. Good ball player, just good all-around ball player, great instincts on the field. Looking good at shortstop today, though he did get helped out by Adam Adair on that throw. That was in the dirt, and Adair picked up. But here we go. The Sellers will come back, working quickly. There's a fastball right at the letters, strike one. I'll tell you, the Sellers does not mess around. Working quickly, mixing in that fastball and curveball, doing a nice job out here. That ball's inside, another fastball. It seemed like he took a little something off of that one. Maybe that was a changeup. And a little inside off the glove of the catcher, Wikarish. Again, I don't know how to say that one. Sorry about that. 1-1 to McEwen. The Sellers looking in, goes to the wind. The pitch, and it's a fastball, and McEwen gets a good piece of it, but he's way late, and it's fouled off to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McEwen. You got to be ready to hit here with the Sellers, man. He throws hard, and he's ready to throw, and you got to look for that fastball and adjust that breaking pitch because you could throw that and ain't count. The Sellers looking in. Again, ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McEwen. Goes to the wind, the pitch. Fastball, McEwen turns on it toward third base. It's bobbled by the third baseman. The throw over to first. Not in time. And so there is a leadoff base runner here for Avery McEwen, for the Pioneers. Avery McEwen, who's got good wheels. We'll see if he can steal. And you're bringing up the Pioneers' probably strongest hitter in the lineup today, Leighton Lage right now. Lage walked his first time up. Good break for Pioneer there. I guess you call that an E5, but, hey, the ball was hit pretty well by McEwen with 2 strikes. He turned on it, and the third baseman couldn't handle the hop. So Avery's got a nice little lead over there first. The Sellers takes a look. Now looking in for the sign. Lage ready to hit. Going a little slower here with this man on base. Now DeSellers fires to first, and McEwen back easily. I don't know if DeSellers has a great pickoff move. That's one thing, and he does take a little time when he lifts that front leg to go to the plate. See if Pioneer can take advantage and get down to second base with a steal here. All right, DeSellers looking in. Fastball low, swung at and fouled off by Lage. So strike one. That ball is down probably around the knees. Lage swung, hit a little foul ball off to the right side and out of play. McEwen looking over to John Knorr to coach for a sign. Quick look over there by DeSellers. DeSellers looking in for the sign at the plate, taking his time now. Throw to first, and McEwen's back easily. This could be an opportunity for Pioneer to try to steal that base. Now, listen, Wikarish is a really good arm, but it wasn't. Lage made it pretty easily last time. I think they're stealing more on the pitcher than on the catcher. Let's see what happens here with DeSellers. Looks in. There goes McEwen on a curveball. And that ball's a dribbler towards short. Going to be a tough play. Safe there. McEwen goes to third, and he's in. Wow, great base running there by Avery McEwen, who was stealing on the pitch. Lage hit a little dribbler that got past the third baseman's dive, went out to the deep hole in the shortstop. Shortstop made a nice play. Might have made a bad decision to try to throw to first, because I don't think he had any chance of getting Lage there, and the throw is allowed McEwen to get to third. So now we've got first and third, nobody out. Finn Hogue up, good contact hitter. Let's see if Pioneer puts on a play here. If Lage tries to steal second, get Pioneer out of the double play possibility. First pressure really that's been put on to Sellers, first and third, no out. Really good heads-up base running there by McEwen. There's strike one. Fastball right down the middle. I don't know if Hogue was taking a pitch there, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. Now he's got to watch out for that breaking pitch. The Sellers take a look toward first. Taking his time here. There, Lage takes a hop off. It doesn't go anywhere. Foul ball, pop up. Is it catchable? Nice play by right fielder. Here comes the play at the plate. McEwen goes. He's safe. And safe at second base. So, all right. So, McEwen smartly tagged up on a foul ball to the right side. Good running catch by the right fielder out there. Beck, who made the play, made a pretty good throw home, but McEwen was heads up and beat the throw easily. So Pioneer will get a run here in the bottom of the first, the RBI for Finn Hogue, and advancing to second base was Leighton Lage on the throw to the plate. That really shouldn't have been as close a play at second, but it was a good throw by the catcher. Lage made it in, but it was a real nice play by Wakarish. They almost got him there at second. So Pioneer got one run in, and now you've got Leighton Lage over at second base, and Adam Adair, who's a pretty good hitter. Maybe you can bring him home with a base hit here. One out, runner on second base, one on, one gone, one in here in the bottom of the fourth. The Sellers looking at second. Big long wind up to the plate and throws a strike right down the middle. So no balls, one strike here to Adair. First RBI of the season for Finn Hogue for Pioneer. First run scored by Avery McEwen. And that kicks off our 2023 scoring for Pioneer. All right, the Sellers looking at second. Now going back to second with the rocking chair move, but Lage not fooled. So not even a throw made to second there by DeSellers. I think if there's one weakness in DeSellers' game is maybe he's not great with holding guys on. That ball a little high, and Lage is out at third. So he tries to steal at third, and a good throw by Wakarish. So Lage is out, and I believe that pitch was a little bit high. Oh, no, he called it a strike. So 0-2 on the strike that came in maybe just about at the letters. So 0-2 to Adair here. Lage out at third base trying to steal. That's not a bad gamble, though, with one out. Then he could score on a ground ball or a fly ball. Another curveball, and that ball hit up the middle and bobbled by the shortstop, and Adair is going to be safe. So that might have been a hit. I don't know if he could have made that play anyway. The shortstop was kind of like a slowly hit ground ball that got past the pitcher and kind of rolled exactly right to second base. Shortstop got there, but it bounced out of his glove. So I'll leave that up to the official scorer, what they call that one. But now you got Adair at first base, and let's see if he can steal second. So Pioneer getting the bats on the ball. I wouldn't say they're crushing it, but, you know, they got the benefit of a couple of bobbles by the infield, and then they score on a foul ball pop-up. And we got Cole Treat to the plate here. Here's DeSellers, goes to the plate. It's high for ball one. Treat looking down at Coach Nora for the sign. He gives it to Adam Adair over there at first base. DeSellers comes to the set and to the plate, and that's could be a hit. Little blooper out to right. That's a hit by Cole Treat. Throw to third, and he's going to be out. Oh, he's safe. They said the ball came out of his glove, so Adair makes it to third. Treat gets all the way to second on a little blooper to right field. So we got second and third with two outs here for Tice Verhey-Hankey coming to the plate. And now we have the coach for Milan coming out to the mound to talk to DeSellers, try to calm him down. Not really a hard hit ball, but a good piece of hitting there by Cole Treat. Just kind of looped it out to right field. Is that possibly the first real hit for Pioneer this year? I don't know if they called Adair's a hit or not, but I would say that was definitely a clean hit for Cole Treat, who struck out his first time up, so it's good to see him come back with a base hit out to right field. And again, aggressive base running by the Pioneers. Throw had Adair beat. I couldn't quite see what happened. looked like on the tag maybe the ball came out of the glove for a split second or something like that. And now the Milan coach leaves the field, and DeSeller's getting ready to reset here for Verhaenke. Now remember, Verhaenke clubbed a fastball last time to center field. So let's see if he'll get another fastball. And clearly that wouldn't, didn't just go right by him. So I think he's capable of turning on one here. Now DeSellers comes off the mound. I wouldn't say he's nervous necessarily, but first time we've seen him do that. He's looking in for the sign, taking a little more time here. Fastball right down the middle, hard hit ball by Verhaenke, but right to the first baseman, who picks it up on a couple hots, makes the easy play, bringing it over to first. Pioneer on the board. At the end of 4, it is Pioneer 1, Milan nothing. As we move into the 5th inning, Caleb Lorenz once again takes the mound here for Pioneer as we go to the top of the 5th. So again, Pioneer not exactly crushing the ball, but a couple opportunities there. We've got a change here for Pioneer defensively. It looks like Owen Nesbitt is in here behind the plate, taking the place of Liam Kabaki. I don't know if something – oh, no, he's just warming up the pitcher. My fault. I shouldn't say that. He's just warming up the pitcher because here comes Liam. Now that he's got his gear on, he was the on-deck hitter after Verhaenke, so that's why. So, yeah, so it's Kabaki still in the game. And Caleb coming in for his 5th inning. Again, Caleb with those dark prescription glasses that kind of hides his expression up there. Verhaenke. All right, Caleb Lorenz on the mound here. I don't know why I just said Verhaenke. I was just thinking of Tice for some reason. Kubacki again, one hops at the second, and the throw taken by McEwen. Leading off for the Big Red will be the catcher, Wakarish, number 13, who I believe walked his first time up. Remember, he was on base, and they had a
Leading off the top of the 5th, Cody.
and then they had the courtesy runner. So I don't know if he got a base hit or if he walked. I can't remember. But Wakarish here at the plate. Lorenz looks in for the sign. Good fastball to start it up. Ball hit right to Adam Adair, who gloves it cleanly, and an easy play over to first. So again, for Lorenz, one pitch, one out. This is what you want to see from your pitcher, right? So great, good start to this inning. One out here in the top of the 5th, Pioneer with that 1-0 lead. And now we have the DH, Gates, number 17, comes to play. Pretty sure he struck out last time on a high breaking pitch. So here comes Lorenz working quickly. Another breaking pitch. That ball hit hard. Oh, what a play by Finn Hogue. Over to first. What a job by Finn Hogue. 2 pitches, 2 outs. So that was a hard one-hopper toward the hole between short and third. And Hogue, who is playing shallow, not quite in on the grass, but almost, makes a diving stab for the ball. Comes up quickly, totally under control, and a perfect throw to first base. Finn Hogue, defensive star over there at third base. Give him the gold glove for that play right there. All right, here's DeSellers. See what he can do. He hits a hard ground ball. Oh, that's going to be a base hit. Base hit through the right side past the diving Cole Treat. So DeSellers helps himself out, and we'll get a courtesy runner here. Number 21 will come in for DeSellers. But that could have been a 3-pitch inning right there. Had that ground ball been about 5 or 6 feet more to the right, or to my right, coming this way toward the first base side, right at Cole Treat, that would have been a 3-pitch inning right there for Caleb Lorenz. All right, the batter is number 2, the other Cruz, Gunnar Cruz, who is the second baseman. And seems to be some stoppage in the action here. I think it's just the courtesy runner making sure they were getting the that notification properly. All right, Lorenz looking in for the sign with a runner on first now. The courtesy runner, I don't know who number 21 is, but that's who it is. First pitch is a high fastball, grounded to McEwen, who shovels it across to Treat. So a 4-pitch inning for Lorenz. 4 strikes in a row. Hey, he can keep going if he gets out of the inning in 4 pitches like that. Good defense by Pioneer. Again, a beautiful play by Finn Hogue over there at third base. Nice play by Adam Adair at first on a hard hit ball. And routine grounder, I would say. Avery McEwen handles it smoothly. Quick flip right across to the short second baseman Cole Treat, and they're out of the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Pioneer leading 1-0. We got a new pitcher here So that is it for DeSellers, who pitched really great. He struggled a little bit last inning, but I wouldn't say that Pioneer hit the ball hard. He had a number of strikeouts. Now this pitcher looks like he's throwing hard too. Number 5, Wenzel, who was the third baseman and is now in on the mound. Obviously he's got a good fastball. He's throwing that ball hard. There's a breaking pitch that looks sharp also. So he's not going to be, I don't think, a whole lot easier. Might be a little bit less intimidating because he's not as tall, not coming to that plate, that 6'6" frame. But he looks like he's throwing fairly hard, and he's got a nice little curveball, and he's throwing strikes. So this is not going to be easy for Pioneer either. Coming to the plate, we have Liam Kabaki, number 7. He'll be followed by Caleb Lorenz, who looks like he'll be staying in the game to come out for the 6th inning because he's got the bad rated swing. And then the top of the order with Alex Loy. Warming up for the Pioneers in the pen, you can see Joey Wisniewski, number 21, the senior, who's got a real good fastball. So we'll see if he I would imagine they're going to send Lorenz back out there. He threw so few pitches last inning. I think he could probably go into the 6th, but maybe if he gets in trouble, that's when they will bring in. Maybe that's when they'll bring in Wisniewski. We'll see. It's a 1-0 game, so anything can happen here. Right, so here we go with Liam Kabaki. You'd love to see Liam get on base here, and they'd probably put a courtesy runner in there, somebody who maybe can, steal a base, and we'll see if they can get something going.
Number 7, Liam Kabaki.
All right, so here comes Kabaki to the plate, the senior. I'd love to see him get his first hit of the year here and get something going. Here's Kubaki, and the first pitch, a fastball high, good swing by Kubaki. It's a line drive right over Jimmy Johnson's head on the first base line and into the fence. So late on it, I think that it looks like we're not going to see as quick a work here from Wenzel. Another pitch that's up high. So we got 1-1, 2 fastballs so far. He's got some good zip on this fastball though. I would say it's coming in around 80 as well. Looking in for the sign. Definitely doesn't work as fast as DeSellers did. Breaking pitch. Little looks like a slider. Maybe that was a little bit of a changeup. I don't know. But over to play for strike 2, 1-2. Kabaki's going to have to battle here. Wenzel now coming to the plate. Throwing a breaking pitch a little down low. Kubaki, good job laying off that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice layoff there. Good discipline by Kubaki. I think a lot of hitters would have gone down on that pitch. It wasn't in the strike zone, but it's where you want that breaking ball to be with 2 strikes early in the count, right around the knees and then dropping out of the zone. Really nice pitch. Lorenzo looking in, now coming back. Fastball, Kubaki fouls it off. Looks like that ball will get just out of play. Great diving try there by Bowman, the first baseman, who slammed into the fence with his effort. But good job by Kubaki to battle. Way to stay alive in that at-bat there by Kubaki. And great hustle by number 24, Bowman out there, the first baseman from Milan. All right, Lorenzo looking in. Staring down the batter. Now the wind. Comes to the plate. It's his fastball, and it is strike 3 right at the knees. Nice-looking pitch right there. So Kubaki goes down for the second time today. Here's Lorenz. See if Caleb can do something to help his cause here with the top of the order, Alex Loy up on deck. Good first batter there for Lorenzo. Good job getting his first batter with that nice fastball right at the knees with 2 strikes. Here comes Lorenz. And the pitch down the middle. It's a strike. Did not get called. Fastball. Maybe it was a little low, maybe a little outside. Couldn't tell from here. Ball 1. And Lorenzo now working faster. That pitch right at the letter high fastball, swing and a miss, foul tip really, caught by the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lorenz. And now you see Lorenzo looking faster, working faster. Here he comes, and the pitch, breaking ball fouled off, right at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lorenz. See if Lorenz can battle like Kubaki did, try to at least make Lorenzo throw a bunch of pitches here. Yeah, Lorenzo looking in now for the sign into the wind. And it's a fastball and right at the letters, strike 3. Frozen with that fastball right at the letters. Again, I love that call. 2 outs, and here comes Alex Loy. See if Alex can get something going with two, because Alex, you know, if he walks or gets on base somehow, he can steal a base, and then you can maybe get a base hit from McEwen and score another run. So here comes the pitch. A little high, fastball up. A little harder to get that high fastball in on Loy. Now Lorenzo looking in. And the wind, the pitch, a little high again, 2-0. Now let's see if we, late in the game, we'll see if we get a little more discipline here from Loy. His first at bat, he also went 2-0 and then hit a little dribbler down first base. Let's see if he really waits for his pitch that he wants. There's a fastball, and that one called for a strike, but he let it go. I think that's a good take right there. Let's make the pitcher work. You know, like I said, Loy, a guy who could steal a base. So let's see if he can get on. 2-1. Wenzel looking in. Pitch down low and a little inside. 3-1. Now, if you are Loy, you're definitely picking a spot here. This pitch has to be where you want it, right? So you can get a line drive, get a base hit. Else take that, you know, make him throw you 2 strikes. All right, here goes Loy. And the pitch coming. Fastball right down the middle. That's strike 2. Beautiful pitch right there. All right, full count to Loy. Be ready to hit up here, Loy. Let's see if we can get going. Wenzel looking in. Looking in. Now to the wind. And it's a fastball. Swung on and missed by Loy. Strike 3. So Pioneer cannot get anything going. The Wenzel looks just as tough as the Sellers here as we move into the top of the 6th. And we'll see what Lorenz can do. I would imagine this is Lorenz's last inning one way or another, unless he gets another like 3 or 4 pitch inning. Again, it's cold out here. You don't want to use too many pitchers on this pitcher's arm early in the season. So it'll be Jackson Morawski to lead off the shortstop. Strong athlete. Good player, really strong arm. I don't know if he's still pitching. I know he used to pitch a lot when he was younger. Jackson Morawski, I remember when he was younger playing on a team with a Blue Jays team with Cole Treat, Leighton Lage, and Julius Cassall played on that team together. Lorenz still throwing that mix of breaking pitches and that fastball. Doing a great job of like tying up these hitters so far and not letting up a lot of strong contact. And of course, terrific defense from Pioneer so far. Right, that's what's really kept them in it and kept them that one-run lead. So 1-0 here as we go to the top of the 6th. Pioneer leading the Milan Big Red, and a really well-played, crisp baseball game on this crisp spring afternoon here. Morawski also with the, you know, the sliding mitt in his back pocket. So certainly somebody who, if he gets on base, might try to steal a base. Lorenz, breaking pitch, fouled off by Morawski. Good start by Lorenz. Maybe not his sharpest curveball right there, but I don't think Morawski was expecting that. He was on it, but he just fouled it off. He didn't really get a great hack on it. He wasn't necessarily fooled. And here comes Lorenz working quickly. Throws that one in the dirt. Fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Morawski. And now Caleb winds, and the pitch, a fastball right down the middle. Beautiful pitch. I don't know what Morawski looking for on that one. Maybe he thought he was going to throw him another breaking pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Lorenz looks in. Trying to get the sign, figure out what he's going to throw. To the wind. Fastball, ground ball right side to Treat. Treat picks it up easily. Kind of lobs it to first. Gets him. I don't know what happened with that throw right there. He kind of lobbed it over there. Morawski kind of slowed down a little bit, though, too. I don't know exactly what happened. It looked like Treat was not sure if he had the ball. And then he just kind of floated it over to first base. You'd like to see a little stronger throw there. But he got him out, did the job. It all worked. 1 out for Lorenz. Nobody on base. Good job. Again, Lorenz, you know, a really nice sequence there against Morawski. He's a good hitter. All right, Lorenz, now Gavin Cruz. And it's a line drive right at Treat. Kind of a bit of a floater right at Treat. So that's a nice 1 pitch out there for for Lorenz. So again, you know, Caleb doing a great job of being very efficient on the mound here. Here's the number 3 hitter, Gaskell, the left fielder. Lorenz comes in with a fastball, swing and a miss. Swung right on top of it. 0-1. Lorenz just getting these guys off balance here. Let's see if he'll come back with a breaking pitch now. Working quickly. Another fastball, 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 good pitches, a hit. Fastball is right about belt high, right down the plate, swung through both of them. 0-2. Now let's see what Lorenz does. Looking in for that sign. Getting his grip on the ball into the plate. It's a high fastball. That one might have been out of the zone, but swung at by Gaskell and fouled off because clearly he don't want to strike out, which I get. Good job battling. High fastball, good job for him to catch up to that one. That was probably thrown a little harder than the other 2 pitches that came in. Now Lorenz throws. Low pitch. That was maybe a changeup. Gets by Kabacki, but ball. 1-2 to Gaskell. Interesting at bat here. You know, it's 2 pitches that he swung and missed at, and then he got a piece of the high fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now after the ball is a little down below his knees. Lorenz nodding at the sign. Now to the wind and the pitch. And the breaking pitch swung on a miss. Strike 3. Another terrific inning from Caleb Lorenz. Wonder if he will come out for the 7th. He didn't throw a ton of pitches that inning. I don't even know how much he's thrown overall today. If I had to guess, maybe he's thrown 60, 65. He probably wants to stay. I see Coach Sullivan talking to him. I don't know if he's telling him, hey, great job, Caleb. That's all we're going to need from you today, or what he's going to do. But he might get him out there for the 7th. I don't know. That'll be an interesting decision on the part of Coach Sullivan. He's pitched so well to see if they're going to let him come back out for the 7th. You know, like I said, you don't want to throw too many pitches early on in the season on a cold day like this. But, you know, he hasn't really been under a ton of stress. Only had a few base runners throughout the day, so maybe he can go out. In the last couple innings, he's been very efficient on the hill. Looking over in the dugout, I don't see guys necessarily congratulating him. A few guys, but not like, hey, that's the end of your outing kind of congratulations. So we'll see what happens. Definitely a pitcher's duel here today. And I would say, again, you know, part of that is because the umpire, sometimes you see these umpires are really stingy calling strikes, especially that strike above the belt. This umpire is not that. And that makes the hitters have to go up there swinging. It gives the pitchers more confidence. And we see some good, crisp baseball. We've only seen maybe 1 or 2 walks the whole game. All these pitchers have been around the plate, no question. But also, you know, when an umpire is not stingy with the strike zone, I think it makes for a lot better baseball. And it saves kids' arms, right? You really don't want those umpires to be adding a whole bunch of extra pitches to an inning because they don't call a pitch that's right at the letters and right down the middle, but they don't think it's a strike. All right, so we got the heart of the order here. Last time, Pioneer led off with Avery McEwen. That's when they scored the run in the 4th inning. So we get to the bottom of the 6th here. It'd be great to see if Pioneer could get another run or 2, some insurance. You got McEwen, Lage, and Hogue. And last time, McEwen hit that ground ball to 3rd that got bobbled. And then he made it to 1st and did some great base running to get to 3rd. There's a pitch up high from Luenzel. Luenzel looked a little bit more wild in his warm-ups here, I got to be honest with you. So we'll see if he's going to be as crisp as he was last inning. That one's right down the middle and hitting, popped up in the air to center field. Well and around out there, but the catch made. So, you know, a decent piece of the ball there by Avery, but he got a little bit under it and flew out to center field. So here's Leighton Lage. Yeah, Lage, what did he do last time? He got on base, right? Because McEwen made it to 3rd. I don't know if it was a base hit. I can't remember exactly what happened. But, oh, yeah, it was that little dribbler in the hole. It was a base hit for Lage. That ball's up high, just above the letters, a little bit high. So ball 1 to Lage. Wouldn't be surprised if Lage puts a barrel on this one and gets a pretty good shot here. Let's see. He's going to come back for that fastball again would be my guess. And there it is. That one right at the letters, and Lage watches it go by for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lage. Lage hit that ground ball that went right past the 3rd baseman and deep at short and beat it out for the hit last time. There's a breaking pitch. Lage timed it pretty good but fouled it off behind him. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got to watch out for that high fastball now. Make sure he's on that high fastball. You can't look for the breaking pitch here. You got to adjust. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Luenzo looking in. Steps off the back of the mound now. Maybe didn't like the call or didn't feel comfortable, not sure. Lage steps out of the box, steps back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pioneer with a 1-run lead here, bottom of the 6th. Game really quick. crispy game here today. And high pitch, I think Lage tried to lay off, but it hit his bat for a foul ball. It was a kind of high-ish fastball. I don't know if it was a fastball. Maybe it was more as a slider. But it was up in the zone and probably would have been a ball, but Lage checked his swing and it hit his bat. So foul ball, 1-2. And now Luenzo again from the wind. The pitch, and it's high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good layoff there from Lage. Let's see if he's bold enough to go with the breaking pitch here at 2-2, or if he's going to stick with that fastball. Luenzo comes to the wind. And it is a breaking pitch and popped up by Lage right in the middle of the infield. So he wasn't full, but he didn't really get a good bat on it, and it's caught by the shortstop, Morowski. Now Finn Hogue. Again, Finn, another great athlete, good speed, capable of stealing a base. So if he gets on the base, you know, who knows? Maybe they can score on a base hit by Adair. But you'd like to see something, Pioneer get something going here, try to give a little breathing room to Caleb Lorenz if he comes out for the 7th. Here's Luenzo again. Breaking pitch down low, very close, really beautiful pitch. Good call by the Blue. Ball 1. That was a nice pitch, but I think it was a little low. I think good call by the Blue right there. Lorenzo deals, fastball popped up by Hogue. Looks like it's in play, foul right by the dugout, and the catcher cannot make the play, or first baseman cannot make the play. That could have been caught right there, but you know it gets high, twisting foul ball right around the dugout. It's a tricky play for young players. But you had Luenzo, Kyrish, and Bowman all going for that, but it dropped safely. So good luck there for Hogue. 1 ball, 1 strike count here, gets another chance. And here's Luenzo looking in for the sign now to the wind. The pitch, breaking ball, and that's a strike. Looks like Hogue a little frozen. Maybe he didn't just want that one. Maybe he's looking fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was a nice, sharp little break right in the inside corner right there. And Luenzo comes to the wind. Fastball hit well by Hogue into the right center gap. That could get over his head, and it will. That could be extra bases. Hogue on his way to second, and he'll cruise into second with a double. First extra base hit for Pioneer this year. Finn Hogue, who had the RBI for Pioneer earlier with the sacrifice fly to the right side, hit that fastball. Right fielder was playing shallow perhaps because of the foul ball that he had to run to get to last time, and Hogue put it over his head out to right center. There you go, Finn Hogue. Now we need a base hit here for Adam Adair. See if they can score an assurance run. Catcher Wakirish out talking to Luenzo. Luenzo going from the stretch. I don't know if we've seen him from the stretch yet. I don't know that he's given up a base runner before. Umpire in the field pointing to his wrist for some reason. I'm not sure. Some kind of time limit issue, but I don't really know what it is. Because this game has been cruising along. Adam Adair at the plate. Big hole on the right side right now. Throw to second, and Hogue back easily. Hogue, an excellent base runner. He's not going to get picked off on a play like that, especially with 2 outs. He knows his job is to score on a hit. He's not trying to steal third. I'm not saying he won't go on a ball that get by the catcher, but he's not trying to steal third right now. Luenzo looking over there. Big hole on the right side. That could work out for Pioneer. There's a fastball a little high. So we'll see. Maybe Luenzo will get a little distracted here by the base runner. I don't know. That pitch a little up. I don't think so, though. He looks really composed out there. I suspect he's going to fire this next one right down the middle. Adair, good hitter, though. He could easily line one out there and get Hogue to score on a base hit now. Luenzo looking at second, looking back at Hogue, and now time called out by Adair. Again, I'm not sure why he's paying so much attention to him. I don't think Hogue's trying to steal base with 2 outs here, but trying to steal third. He's already in scoring position. I'm sure he'll get a good break on any ball hit, but I don't think he's trying to steal third. Now Luenzo to the plate. It's a breaking pitch. Oh, I don't know where that one was. Looked like it was a strike maybe a little bit inside. Not low, so I don't know where it was. But, again, this umpire's had a great strike zone all day. I'm not going to hate on him. Here we go with Luenzo looking in. 2-0 count to Adair. Looks back at Hogue at second. Still staring at him. Now looking at the plate. Now back to second. Oh, Hogue got picked. Yeah, he got picked. Here I was talking all this smack about Hogue's a good base runner. He's not going to be too greedy out there. But he got too far away, and he got picked. He got through to second, and That could hurt Pioneer because he could have potentially scored on a hit. Again, I don't know what he's thinking out there, but he was leading off just a little bit too far, and he got picked. Good throw, good tag by the second baseman, and that was all she wrote. So we go into the top of the 7th. Pioneer clinging to a 1-run lead here. And we've got Caleb Lorenz back out here for the 7th inning. I imagine that if he sees any kind of trouble, it won't be too long till we see Wisniewski come in and try to close it out. But Lorenz has pitched great, and he's been very efficient, and he deserves the opportunity to try to get this thing going. So it'll be the cleanup hitter, number 24, the first baseman, Bowman, who will lead it off for the Milan Big Red. I hope Pioneer can just keep playing that tight defense, and Lorenz can keep throwing those strikes, and Pioneer will walk away with a victory in their first game. Really, again, well-played game by both teams here. Well-pitched game. Hitters haven't necessarily made great contact. I would say Finn Hoag's shot to right center, probably the hardest hit ball all day from either team so far. But, I wouldn't say people have had bad at-bats either. So I think that, they're doing their thing at the plate, and great defense from both teams so far. A couple bobbles by Milan, and that, cost them a run, but they're right in it. Here we go to the top of the 7th with Caleb Lorenz trying to go with a complete game shutout. Wisniewski once again in the pen getting loose. And the cleanup hitter, Bowman, leading off. Here comes Lorenz to the plate, and it's a hard hit ball right at Finn Hoag. Hoag makes that throw to first. Beautiful. Nice play by Finn Hoag. Like to see that. I'll tell you what I liked about that. That ball was hit hard. Hoag handled it cleanly. Clearly, he didn't let the fact that he just got picked off, get in his head and bother him too much. He shook that off. He's ready to play defense. 1 pitch, 1 out. There you go. That's been the modus operandi for Lorenz. 1 pitch out, 1 out. Here we go. Number 7 is now hitting for Milan. First pitch is a breaking pitch. Foul ball. The ball's kind of squirting toward first, but I guess it went off his foot. I think this is Gephardt or somebody like that. Number 7, not sure. But breaking pitch from Caleb gets strike 1 on that foul. Fastball. Oh, he ducked under that one. That was the letter high fastball. He's getting that call out all day. Maybe that was a little bit high. I'm going to give the Blue the benefit of the doubt because he's done such a great job today. But he didn't get the strike call that time. Could have been 0-2. Here comes Lorenz now to the wind and the pitch. That one's down the middle, and it's popped up on the infield. Coltreat going back for it, and it falls in. I think that was a product of the wind there and a little bit of a break for Milan, because that really should have been a routine out. The wind blew it back a little bit. Treat maybe a little bit nervous going back on it. That's his play. I think that's too far for Thijs Verhey-Henke to come in from right field. So that ball falls in. I need a little better communication there from Pioneer. Here's the catcher, Wakairish. Now, I don't know if number 7's got some speed, if he's going to be able to try to steal. Lorenz looking over there at first base. Lorenz kind of starts right away with a breaking pitch, right at the letters for strike 1. So Lorenz, once again, doesn't seem to be rattled by that ball that fell in. Really should have been 2 outs. But again, the wind is blowing a little bit out to right field, and I think the ball got just past Coltreat, just out of his reach out there. To the plate, it's a ground ball right at the middle, could be 2. Big hop to Avery McEwen, throw to first, it's in the dirt, and cannot be dug out by Adair. But hey, you can't blame McEwen. He stuck with that ball, he got the out at second. If he makes a perfect throw there, they get the double play. But it just popped out of Adair's glove, another throw in the dirt. But a good effort by McEwen. You got 2 outs, runner on first. It is Wakairish. It looks like they're not pinch running for him this time with the courtesy runner. So number 34 is now pinch hitting for Gates. 34 up here with the hooded sweatshirt. We'll see what happens. I'm imagining that the reason the catcher is still running is because he's fast. So I'm betting that he's going to try to steal here. Let's see if Kambaki can throw him out and end this thing. Right? All right, here we go. Lorenz looks unflappable out there. Again, Pioneer could have been out of this maybe at least twice this inning. Here we go. Pitch to the plate. It's a breaking pitch a little outside. Ball 1. All right, make him hit, Caleb. Here we go. Make this guy earn his way on here. Don't worry about that guy at first. 2 outs. Let's get the batter. 1-0. Lorenz to the plate. It's a fastball. It was high, but swung on by the batter right up at his eyes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kind of a gift there for Lorenz, but we'll take it, right? I'm sure he'll be happy with it. Now big lead over there at first base. Lorenz gives him a quick look, then goes to the plate. It's strike right down the middle. Well, let's see. The batter swung at one right over his head. Not over his head, but at his shoulders. And he let that one go by for a 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Lorenz can close it out right here. Going to go fastball? I'd go fastball. He hasn't shown him that he can really hit a fastball. Let's throw it. That one's high. Oh, he almost swung at it. Oh, that one was way over his head, and he almost swung. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, man, if that thing would have been 3 or 4 inches lower, I think it would have swung and missed. Here we go. 2 outs. 2-2 on the batter. Pioneer up by 1 here in the top of the 7th. Caleb Lorenz looking for the complete game shutout. Here we go. Lorenz from the stretch. Now to the plate. The pitch is a breaking ball. Oh, a little bit outside. Didn't get the call. Full count, man. Throw this kid a fastball. Let's prove that he can hit it. I don't know if he can. I don't know if I would have gone with the 2-2 breaking pitch there, but here we go. Lorenz looking in. Full count on the batter. Runner at first. Pioneer up 1-0. Spot top of the 7th. Strike 3. It's a fastball right at the letters. Lorenz, the complete game shutout. The junior. And they give him the Pioneer go-to-work construction helmet as the player of the game. And now they go up to Lorenz takes a deep breath. Man, he was unflappable out there. Now it looks like a little bit of a catharsis as he releases his emotions, releases the stress. A great game by Caleb Lorenz. I think that might be his first, well, certainly his first varsity start this year. A complete game shutout. Outstanding work for Pioneers. Caleb Lorenz, and Pioneer will come away with a 1-0 win and a well-played baseball game. And again, called well by the umpire. Kudos to that blue behind the plate who's wearing the formal wear, the blazer, because you could have a lot of umpires who are not giving that strike above the belt, and he did, and that made this game an outstanding game. So I know that's editorializing on my part, but I just can't stand it when the umpires don't give that strike above the belt. He did, and we had some great pitching performances by DeSellers from Milan, and also from Wenzel from Milan. They all pitched great, and of course, Caleb Lorenz with a shutout victory. So Pioneer goes to 1-0 on the season. Great work for the Pioneers, and have a great night, everybody. You've been listening to ArborBroadcasting.com.